Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you what functions and parameters you can adjust in Keylinker on the Gamepad G5Pro V2 controller. This includes other factory settings and where to find them. Also, how to connect the controller to Keylinker. Okay, first make sure your controller is connected, whether it's to the computer, phone, or any other device. Then download the Keylinker app on your phone. You can find it in your app store. Searching Keylinker or scanning the QR code in the user manual. Okay, as you can see, we've already downloaded it. Just tap to open it. When you first install it, the app will ask several permissions. Make sure to allow all the necessary permissions. Okay, you can see the Gamepad Pro VR device. Simply tap on it to connect. Once connected, tap the settings button. Alright, the first time you use it, there's a quick tutorial you can check out. It shows you how to use the app. And you'll find options for button remapping, joystick settings, power off settings, vibration settings, and rapid fire settings. There's also lighting and other settings. You'll also see in the top right corner a 3-dot menu icon. Tap it and you'll find more features like app updates, controller firmware updates, and restoring factory defaults. There's also a button test and other functions. There's also a tutorial for first-time app users. If it's your first time to use, feel free to check it out. Now, you'll see the trigger and joystick settings are currently in a basic, beginner-friendly mode. There are limited options, but if you want more advanced settings, tap here where it says Advanced Mode. Switch to that, and you'll get many more parameters. To adjust for the joysticks, the triggers also have more adjustable parameters. Settings for rapid fire, vibration, etc. are much more detailed, allowing for finer adjustments. So that's basically an overview of Keylinker's main features. Hi everyone, today let's talk about each setting in Keylinker and how to configure them. We'll go through them module by module. First up, let's look at button remapping. Here's a quick demo. In the remap section, you can see the A button can be mapped to many others like A, B, X, Y, R1, R2, L1, L2, and so on. Let's try it. Let's change A to B. Okay, tap apply. Now let's check on the computer. We can see the controller has changed the button. Let's change it back. We can see, normally A, B, X, Y correspond correctly. Each button matches as expected. Now let's say we want to map the A button to X and map L1 to B. We change it here and remember to tap apply. After applying, let's test it on the screen. We just changed L1. Press it, it's now B. We also changed A to X. This way you can customize the layout to your preference. So that's a simple guide to button remapping. Alright, in this part, let's talk about how to adjust joystick parameters. For the G5 Pro V2 in Keylinker, connect to Keylinker as usual and go to joystick settings. Here you'll find options for dead zone, axis inversion, swapping sticks. There's also response curve. Currently, the joystick has a 10% dead zone. Notice that if you touch it lightly, the center doesn't move. Now, let's set the dead zone to 0%. Tap apply. Now, lightly touch the stick. You'll see the values change. That's a true 0% dead zone. You can also adjust the outer dead zone as needed. There's also X-axis and Y-axis inversion. Let's enable X-axis inversion and apply. Now move the left stick left. See, it actually registers as right. That's X-axis inversion. For Y-axis inversion, if you push down, it registers as up. That's axis inversion. For stick swap, the left stick acts as the right, and vice versa. Moving the left stick triggers the right stick. Moving the right triggers the left. That's stick swapping. For the response curve, the default is linear. There are also presets like fast, slow, smooth, and custom. Let's choose fast. After applying, the left stick responds quickly. At the start of movement, the curve shows fast initial response, then slower. See, with just a small push, it's already at max. That's the fast initial response. The end is much slower. Let's try an extreme custom curve. We'll make it a straight line. Watch. Now, move the stick. See how the value suddenly jumps from one point to another. That's because of the straight line we set. It's an instant change between 2 points. Okay, that's basically how the curve works. Adjust it to your preference. The right stick works the same way. So that's how to adjust joystick settings in Keylinker. Alright, in this part, let's talk about adjusting trigger parameters. For the G5Pro V2 in Keylinker, this includes trigger dead zone, trigger swap, and response curve. The trigger dead zone is the movement range before it registers. The default is 10%. Let's set it to 0%. Now, a light press shows there was a large initial dead zone. No change happened before. For more sensitive trigger, setting the dead zone to 0. Tap, apply. Now, a light touch shows the value changing immediately. The dead zone is much smaller. Virtually gone. The end dead zone works from 0 to 100%. Now we can use the full range. But for the end dead zone, we don't recommend 100%. During production, there can always be a small margin of error. So, if you set it to 100%, even a slight deviation might cause the trigger not to reach its full range. So, leave some room in the end dead zone. Same for the start. If there is an error in the front section, it could affect the trigger performance or overall feel. Since we set the dead zone really small, the trigger becomes super sensitive. Then swap left and right. Okay. This swaps the left and right triggers. The response curve is similar to the joystick curve. You can adjust it. Let's try an extreme custom curve. See, the trigger value jumps suddenly from around 0.3 to 0.8. From around 0.3 to 0.8. That's from the straight line curve. So that's trigger adjustment. Next, let's look at vibration settings. You can adjust the strength with a percentage slider for fine control, or use the 5-level slider for quicker adjustment. You can set the left and right motor independently, adjust them to your liking. Then you can test the vibration and find the right level. It's in real time. While gaming, you can use your phone to adjust. Feel the vibration in-game to get it right. Okay, that's all for vibration. In this part, let's talk about how to set rapid fire settings up in Keylinker. At the top, you can see an icon showing the mode. Off. Hold for rapid fire and toggle rapid fire. Use these icons to select the mode you want. Let me show you. Right now, no button has rapid fire. Pressing it just triggers once. No. Let's set A to hold rapid fire. Matching this icon. Tap, apply. Now if I hold it, it keeps firing. The indicator light flashes too. That's rapid fire effect. If you don't want to hold it down, tap the switch again. Now the icon shows toggle rapid fire. Tap apply again. Now press once. It keeps firing automatically. That's toggle rapid fire. You can set any button in the same way. A, B, X, Y, L1, L2, R1, R2, and the D-pad. If the rapid fire is too fast, you can adjust the speed here. Let's slow it down. Tap, apply. See, it's noticeably slower. If it's too slow later, we can increase the speed. Now it's very fast. Let's adjust it to your preference. That's all for rapid fire. Hey everyone, in this part, let's talk about recording and setting up macros in Keylinker. Let's pick a slot, like 1. Find M1 in Keylinker. On the controller, this is the M1 button. Let's edit the macro for this button. First, tap the record button. Then record the button sequence you want. Let's record A, B, X, Y. After recording, tap this button to save. Then tap apply. Now, pressing M1 triggers A, B, X, Y automatically. That's how to record a macro. Okay. The playback was slow because there's a 450 milliseconds delay between A and B. If you want to make the interval between buttons shorter, tap this value and change it. Let's set it to 20 milliseconds. Tap OK. And then tap apply. Now, it's much faster between A and B. If we want to add another action between B and X, we can insert a row. Tap this value. Now there's a new row. This creates a new time interval. We can set a delay here. If we feel the press duration is too short, like it's currently 70 milliseconds. Let's make it longer. Set it to 700 milliseconds. And then tap apply to save. Now you can see the E key is triggered continuously instead of just a quick tap. It keeps pressing for a while. Just like holding the button down. We've extended the button's press duration. Okay, that's a simple tutorial on how to record a simple macro. You can record your own macros based on what you need. The same method works for M1 to M4 as well. Now, in this part, let's learn about the lighting settings in Keylinker. This only applies if your controller supports RGB lighting. If not, you might only be able to adjust the brightness. and breathing mode. At the top, you'll see RGB value sliders. And you can mix and match to create any color. Let's tap apply. Look at the light. It's much lighter now. Using the RGB values, you can create your favorite color. We also have some presets. Let's pick red. Okay. Now the light is red. And we prepare some color sliders below. You can drag them to your desired color. And here will appear a preview color. Let's pick a deep blue. Now, the light is deep blue. Further down, you can switch the light between steady and breathing mode. Tap breathing. The light will start pulsing. It's now in breathing mode. If it's too dim, adjust the brightness. It turns much brighter now. If the breathing is too slow, adjust the speed. It can make it faster. See, the breathing rate is much faster now. So that's the lighting section. And there is also an other functions section. It includes calibration. This is for motion control calibration. Just follow the on-screen instructions. And there's also sleep timer setting. You can set it from 1 minute to never. Adjust it based on your usage. Now, let's tap calibrate. After tapping calibrate, the controller lights will blink. Press the plus button as prompted. It will calibrate automatically. You will see the lights flash, then it powers off. Just tap OK after it powers off. Keylinker will close. If you want to use it again, reopen it later for further settings. Okay, that's all for the Keylinker settings. Thanks for watching. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below.